rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge. He'll be the Nets off the tip. Outside, KD. Over Gordon. No good off the back of the rim.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just was basically good something.
Well, we know Greg Jokic is such a unique talent that center position, young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the greatest skilled European big man. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
And you know, this is something Jokic does extremely well. He excels at finding the open man with quality passes.
And here's Harden. Pocket 6. And the three ball is good.
Yeah, the range of Harden deserves a lot of respect because his form is really almost perfect. He's never off balance when he shoots the three-point shot. He's always got his legs under him.
And Jokic gets it to go.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Here's Griffin. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
Tell you what, I could watch this move and this movie all night long. Irving doing a nice job getting to see quality shots.
Here's Lillard. Outside Irving. Takes the three. Doesn't go for it. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, I thought of the coach Mike Malone. He said that James Harden has the ability to win a game all by himself. The coach said there's no limit to how many points he can score. You have to try to make other people miss the results. So they'll try to do what they can to get the ball out of his hands. Evan?
Thanks, David.
It would have been impossible for KD to miss his teammate there. He was wide open.
That's Jokic with the rebound. The Nuggets trail. Here we go. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Jokic's doing a really good job that time, concentrating and maintaining his balance despite being fouled.
On the free throw.
94%. 94%.
Drafted with the 41st pick back in 2014. How about this? Jokic, the definition of a sleeper pick. He was actually asleep when the Nuggets drafted.
The story goes on that his brother called him up trying to congratulate him, and Nico hung up in his face. But didn't hear the news until the next morning. He certainly has a different way of going about this, but there's no denying he's got a lot of game. It's fun to watch.
Misses from close range.
But, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Here's Porter. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, you know, Porter can expect this. Defenses are going to try to be physical with him, try to get in his head.
Outside Irving. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, and the foul on Jamal Murray. That is his first foul of the game. Now, here's Irving. Now the first time out called of the game for Brooklyn. .114 left to play in the first quarter. Now the foul on the shot clock. And he uses the glass on the layup. Irving's got 5.
I got a question for you. How do you defend Irving in the pick and roll? He's so quick and his ball handling is so good, absolutely, virtually impossible.
Now Irving. Probably diminished by Bobo from deep. KD is green. And stolen by Bolt. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Yeah, inside, Bolt does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Now, here is Irving. He has 5.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And it's Murray penetrating.
I just did 2 7-footers
and it goes
in.
down 2 points.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
The shot's good from Jordan.
Irving doing a nice job there being creative and efficient with that beautiful assist.
Might open look here for Murray. Oh, it's the buzzer beater.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
Talk about lifting up a team and energizing them.
And so, lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Nuggets lead by 3. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Denver.
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Since the Nets acquired Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, the franchise has gone from being an up-and-comer to a potential powerhouse in the East. That's necessitated changes on the bench and on the court. The Nets have added some new veterans. The time is now for Brooklyn to stand up and make its move in the East. Kevin, back to you.
We'll see how they do. David, thank you.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Durant in the corner. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Denver in the lead.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back 3, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot, and paired with his dribble drive, a 2-move torture chamber.
Down low. KD on the wing. And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. Took a shot for the team in that situation.
That's good. That evens things out for him. 50-50. 4 of 8 shooting this game.
Damn.
And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted 3-point shots.
And not to mention 4-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their 3-point looks. Hard the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
And Millsap snaps it in.
And this is what happens when Millsap gets deep inside. Superb finishing the force.
Jordan a screen. Irving for 3. Shot clock reset for the Nets. Here's Harris. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The Nuggets leading by 7. Denver passing it around. Outside Millsap. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by Harris. Here's Irving. 5 points in the game. Irving double team on the wing. Johnson hands it from downtown. Johnson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. If there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning the championship.
I can understand both of them.
Yes.
For three, Murray, and the wide open shot from Morris.
Trust this.
From outside, off the mark. Next trail 26, and an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, there might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
144 left here in the second. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. Well, that's the first foul shot of the game. And he shows the focus there. Neal is the technical.
And Clark, when you look at the footwork of James Harden, arguably some of the best in the history of this league.
And you know, Greg, he studied the greats. I mean, he loved Ginobili's Euro step and then added it to his own game. Now he's taking that to another level, and he's the one giving out the lesson. But you're right, got great strength, but the footwork is really outstanding.
Going inside, and the layup's good off the glass. And the Nuggets lead by 7.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low. It's been a mismatch thus far.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be. And Harden, absolute vicious dunk, terrific at bouncing towards the rim, but the epic throwdown.
Jokic with the bucket.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
In the corner, Terrace. Pass to Griffin. Outside, Green. Griffin in position. He can't get that one.
And that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
And there's your whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That is his first foul of the game. 24 seconds left to play here in the half. Murray for 3. Here's Morris. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Harden outside. That 3 off the mark. For 3, Murray.
Murray, you had another one in you.
But his shot was off the mark this, and so is Denver. Holding on to an 8-point lead and into the break. And have to credit the defense for the job they've been doing against Irving. Kyrie's been almost invisible out there, and we don't say that very often. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Let's go down to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, you all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. Warren watching him shoot free throws. He said, I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it. Kevin, that may be, and it's hard to argue with the results.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report.
Intense focus. Durant has bundles of it. Once he gets the rock, the first thing on his mind is let it go.
And the shot goes down.
And it's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, that's a harbinger of things to come. Looking at having a very big second half.
Irving, good.
always a threat on the drive. Irving has an explosive first step.
And the call against Jokic. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Pass to Durant. Shakes up a three. Rebound by the Nuggets.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off. And guys, if there's an X factor for this Nuggets team moving forward, it might be the young man, Michael Porter Jr. Talk about his potential. It could be as high as anybody on that roster.
Yeah, I concur with you there, Greg. I mean, you look at this kid, he's got a great shooting touch and really good scoring instinct. It's don't see very often. If they brought him along slowly, which is the wise thing to do, if you can come on and realize his potential, you can take him to another level for sure.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. Now Murray. He has five. Over to the left wing. The drive by Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Jokic has got four this one.
You know, I really like seeing this from Murray. Looking to get his open teammates involved. Being a willing passer is impressive to his teammates.
Denver leading by 8. From the arc. It's all in.
Murray.
Even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Jokic with it. 15 points in the game. There's the try. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Got to do more than that, guys, defensively against Jokic. He's so good at staying on balance against physical defenders.
Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now, as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the real outside, but I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that the ability to play in space is so vital.
He's underrated in his mobility. Jokic can be a handful on the drop.
The Nuggets to their third and fourth free throw attempts in the game. Nets trail by 12. To the inside. Out to Harris. Jordan the screen. To the middle. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Set up on the ground that time by Harris. With room service time, right there.
Jokic. Jordan with the rebound. Lennox on offense. And that one, good. Jordan's got 9.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
They'll set up top. Target from outside. Timeout called the Nets. One of the stories here, Jokic getting it done today.
He's really taking it to him inside. They got to find a way to slow him down.
And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Trailing here by 8. Inside. Oh, and he flicks it off the glass.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots. Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the play.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play this sport. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
With the stop.
Ferociousness from Hart, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
Murray surveying the D. And ball wide open. He shoots. But they'll get another chance. And here is Murray. Just 5 on the clock. Second shot opportunity.
Oh my God, make a shot, bro.
Now timeout called by Brooklyn.
Man, they make a shot. Oh, dang.
Now, here's Harden. Jokic firing on all cylinders with the Denver Nuggets. His step. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Next trailed by 8. Outside Irving. And there's the call on Durant. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge. Edge of action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
No good from outside. Mr. Irving. Outside for Durant. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Here's Irving. To the paint. 6 to shoot. Yes, that goes in.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance. I tell you what, this reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, "That ain't gonna get it done." That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Fourth three, Durant. Let's keep it alive. From deep 3-point range. Sinks it. From outside. Wow.
It's starting to feel it. It's an improvement here in the second half.
And it's Murray penetrating. Leading with a nice touch off the glass. And the Nuggets lead by 5.
Murray locked in on the task at hand, not allowing the defense to bother his shot at all.
Got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He told his guys the inside game is working, so stick with it. He's posting, slashing, getting to the rim, whatever produces these high percentage looks. Kevin, back to you.
Nets trailed by 5. Durant in the corner. Millsap with the steal. Here's Barton. Durant with the steal. Mr. Griffin. Jokic with the steal. Launches it. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Jokic has got 22. And taking his good job here with the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
Button outside. Right shot. Green for 2 points. And it's a 10-point Nugget lead.
And the lack of effort to fight off of the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Pass to Griffin. They need this. And then Griffin Griffin with the dunk.
And this is what happens when you let Griffin establish position. He will make you pay.
We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Jokic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Kevin Durant.
Jokic has great size and mobility. Very good at forcing the defense's hand and drawing the foul.
And so is Brooklyn with it. It's a 10-point game. And the elbow, Griffin.
And every miss finds its way to his hand. But what an impressive call.
I'll tell you what, those are crazy numbers, guys. I mean, believe me, I was a good rebounder in my day. It is not easy to corral that many boards in one night.
Being current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you like to have played with from this era?
And so many guys that, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but they got to do it, right? John Collins is a good. Has a great potential. Minutes finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off at least for times. A deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. There's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Well, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did.
You know, it took a little time for Millsap to develop and blossom into the NBA player he is, but once he did blossom, this guy became a star quickly.
A shot like that is
They say, hey, coach, pitch me.
Hey, that's crazy there. I mean, insanity. At least wait until you get across half court. My goodness.
And no doubt last season was a bit of a step backwards for Aaron Gordon. After that breakout 2019 season, his numbers just didn't hold up.
And you know, Greg, the issue was his shooting. You know, Gordon had a tough time from distance, especially from three-point range. Some of that is maybe mechanics, but also shot selection a part of it. And I also thought he was a little more passive with the ball, maybe a little more indecisive. But again, he's a young player, really young player, so I'm thinking it was probably just an off year for him, and he'll bounce back in good fashion.
A spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance.
Their superior ball handling went for him.
And fewer turnovers equals greater scoring opportunities. Any coach will tell you that. If you take care of the ball every possession, and this is a perfect example of what happens when you do.
And what a tremendous stand-up performance it was for Jokic.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
And, you know, early on, Murray has proven to be an impressive scorer. Now he just needs to improve as a passer. And
God dang. About time.